पाठ की जाए। जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी Shodanandana Rajajana Ranjana Shodanandana Rajajana Ranjana Chamunatira Vanuchahari Chamunatira Vanuchahari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Gopi Janavallabha Girivaridhari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaridhari Jasudanandana Rajajana Ranjana Shodanandana Rajajana Ranjana Chamunatira Vanuchahari Chamunatira Vanuchahari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Gopi Janavallabha Girivaridhari Jai Gopi Janavallabha Girivaridhari Yashodanandana Rajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Rajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachahari Yamuna Tira Vanachahari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Nitai Gaur Haribo Hariba Nitai Gaur Hariba Radha Gopinath ki jai.
Hare Krishna. So I'd like to welcome His Holiness Bhakti Charudeshna Swami Maharaj to Radha Gopinath Mandir. Thank you, Maharaj, for gracing and addressing us. So Maharaj he's serving as the spiritual master in our movement since 2020, and he's a very senior disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj. And Maharaj has been serving and preaching as the zonal in charge, regional council in charge in Africa. And he is traveling and preaching in English and French in various countries, including Togo, Benin, Ethiopia, Congo, in French, in France, in French, and Nigeria, Ghana, Mauritius, and many other countries. Maharaj travels and preaches in India also. And Maharaj met the devotees in 1987. He received the book, Science of Self-Realization, and the same year he decided to join the temple. And then he was serving as the president in ISKCON Ivory Coast. And since then, Maharaj has been rendering wonderful services. So thank you, Maharaj, for being here and addressing us. Hare Krishna. There you go.
Hare Krishna. It is a great pleasure for me to be here again after COVID time. It's about 4 years now. I didn't come to Chowpatty temple. So we are happy to be here again this morning with you. So we are going to share this verse, Srimad Bhagavatam, 32, 33, right? Ham Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ham Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ham Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Naram Nama Kristya Naram Cheva Narotamam Devim Sarvatim Vyasam Tatto Jayamudiraye Nasta Praeshu Abhadrishu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Utthamasloke Bhakti Navachinastiki. So, reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 16, text 32 and 33. Did you read all or only on 32 only? So, please repeat after me. Brahmadayo Bahotitam Yad Apanga Moksha Kamas Tapaha Samacharan Bhagavat Prapana Sa Shri Svavasam Aravindavanam Bihaya Yatpada Sobagam Alam Bhajante Nurakta Brahmadayo Bahotistam Yad Apanga Moksha Kamastapa Samacharam Bhagavat Prapana Sa Shri Swavasam Aravinda Vanam Vivahaya Yadpada Subhagam Halam Bhajante Nurakta Brahmadayo Bahotistam Yad Apanga Moksha Kamastapa Samacharan Bhagavat Prapana Sa Shri Swavasam Aravinda Vanam Vihaya Yadpada Sobhagam Halam Bhajante Nurukta Brahmadayo Bahotistam Yad Apanga Moksha Kamastapa Samacharam Bhagavat Prapanaha Sa Shri Swavasam Aravinda Vanam Vihaya Yadpada Sobhagam Halam Bhajante Nurukta Matajis? Matajis, are you there? Oh, one more, Prabhu. At least one Mataji. Equal rights. Women, they like to speak about equal rights. You and men, you are equal. So, okay. So no equal rights anymore. Finished. Yeah. So, Brahma Adhaya. Demigods such as Brahma. Bahutitam, for many days. Yat of Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune. Apanga Moksha, glance of grace. Kamaha, being desirous of Tapaha, penances. Samacharan, executing. Bhagavat, unto the personality of Godhead. Prapanaha, surrendered. Sa, she, the goddess of fortune. Shri, Lashmiji, Svavasam, her own abode. Aravinda Bhanam, the forest of lotus flowers. Vihaya, leaving aside. Yat, woos. Pada, feet. Sobhagam, all blissful. Alam, without hesitation. Bhajante, worships. Anurakta, being attached. Tasya, his. Aham, myself. Abja, lotus flower. Kulisha, thunderbolt. Ankusha, road for driving elephants. Ketu, flag. Ketai, impressions. Srimad, the honor of all opulences. Padahai, by the soul of feet. Bhagavata, of the personality of Godhead. Samalakrita, Angi, one whose body is so decorated. Trin, 3. Ati, superseding. Aroshe, beautifully decorated. Upalabhya, having obtained. Tataha, thereafter. Vibhutim, specific powers. Lokan, plenary systems. Saha, he. Mam, me. Vyasrijat, gave up. Utsmayatim, while feeling proud. Tat ante, at the hand. Translation and purport by His Grace Abhay Sharavina Mashila Prabhupada Maharaj Ki Jai. Translation. Lakshmiji, the goddess of fortune, whose glance of grace was sought by demigods like Brahma, and for whom they surrendered many a day unto the personality of Godhead, gave up her own abode in the forest of lotus flowers, and engaged herself in the service of the lotus feet of the Lord. I was endowed with specific powers to supersede the fortunate of all the three planetary systems by being decorated with the impressions of the flag, thunderbolt, elephant driving rod, and lotus flower, which are signs of the lotus feet of the Lord. But at the end, when I felt I was so fortunate, the Lord left me. Purport. The beauty of and the opulence of the world can be enhanced by the grace of the Lord, and not by any man-made planning. When the Lord Sri Krishna was present on this earth, the impressions of the special sign of his lotus feet were stamped on the dust, and as a result of this specific grace, the whole earth was made as perfect as possible. In other words, the rivers, the seas, the forests, the hills, and the mines, which are the supplying agents for necessities of men and animals, were fully discharging their respective duties. Therefore, the riches of the world surpasses all the riches of all other planets in the three planetary systems of the universe. One should therefore ask the grace of the Lord always present on earth, so that we may be favored with his causeless mercy and be happy, having all necessities of life. One may ask, how can we detain the Supreme Lord on this earth after his mission is fulfilled and he has left this earth for his own abode? The answer is that there is no need to detain the Lord. The Lord, being omnipresent, can be present with us if we want him at all. By his presence, by his omnipresence, he can always be with us if we are attached to his devotional service by hearing, chanting, remembering, etc. There is nothing in the world with which the Lord is disconnected. The only thing we must learn is to excavate the source of connection and thus be linked with him by offenseless service. We can be connected with him by the transcendental sound representation of the Lord. The holy name of the Lord and Lord himself are identical, and one who chants the holy name of the Lord in an offenseless manner can at once realize that the Lord is present before him. Even by the vibration of radio sound, we can practically realize sound relativity. And by resounding the sound of transcendence, we can verily feel the presence of the Lord. In this age, when everything is polluted by the contamination of Kali, it is instructed in the scriptures and preached by Lord Chaitanya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that by chanting the holy name of the Lord, we can at once be free from contamination and gradually rise to the status of transcendence and go back to Godhead. The offenseless chanter of the holy name of the Lord is as auspicious as the Lord himself, and the movements of pure devotee of the Lord all over the world can at once change the troublesome face of the world. Only by the propagation of the chanting of the holy name of the Lord can we be immune from all effects of the age of Kali. Om Janam Timradasya Jana Jana Salakaya Taksho Manitam Yana Tashma Shigurave Namaha Shri Shichanamano Vistam Safita Yinabutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sampadadikam Pandyam Shri Guru Shyuta Vara Kamalam Shri Guru Vashvam Cha Shirupam Sagaryatam Ragunatam Tam Sajivam Savarutam Paritam Saitam Krishna Chaitana Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagala Lalita Sri Vidakambitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namo Tute Tapchakana Gourangi Radhe Brisavano Suvare Brisavano Sute Devi Pranamame Hare Priye Vanchakalpatarun Vyascha Kripa Sanum Vyahevacha Patitanam Pavinevyo Vaisnavyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Sarvasi Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvesesa Sunyavadi Patachari Tatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Kaloti Vachalam Bangam Lagate Girim Yat Kripatada Vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 16. How Parikshit received the age of Kali, text 32, 33. So, you have to bear with me. My accent, I'm from a French country, French-speaking country. Je parle français. Although I speak English, but not as fluent as French. So, try to understand. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yes, so this nice verse, nice chapter also. How Parikshit Maharaj received the age of Kali. It is a very big responsibility to receive the Iron Age, the age of quarrel, hypocrisy, and irreligion. So Maharaj Parikshit has that responsibility to receive the age of Satya, Dwapara, and Treta is okay because we have good things. But to receive Kali Yuga, everybody is Shudra, everybody is Mlecha, everybody is degraded. So it is a big responsibility. Yeah. In the purport, so many things were said by Srila Prabhupada that the beauty and opulence of the world can be enhanced by the grace of the Lord and not by any man-made planning. Yes. So we remember that when Lord Krishna was still on the planet, that is in Dwapara Yuga, because after he finished his Leela, then he left. So Kali was in the corner waiting for Krishna to go, and he'll come. So as soon as Krishna left, and Kali came. So Krishna, being the source of all auspiciousness, everything was working perfectly. That's why the Pandavas, they were having so much troubles. Queen Kunti, so many troubles. But eventually, they won the battle. Technically speaking, nobody can defeat the opposite army because they're having very powerful soldiers like Karna, like Bhishma. Nobody could defeat them. Even Drona was the other side. Technically speaking, Arjuna cannot defeat his guru. It's not possible. But because Krishna was with them, everything was okay. Yeah. So no man-made planning can make this world happy. This is exactly what we have been doing. Kali Yuga means we remove Krishna and we put ourselves. That is the meaning of Kali Yuga. So it is man-made planning. Man, we all know that we have 4 defects. You know, our senses are not perfect. We are subject to illusion. We make mistake, and we have tendency to cheat, the propensity to cheat. So there are no things like we can say a perfect man in this world. So an imperfect person cannot create something perfect. It's not possible. You're already imperfect. So whatever you are going to create is going to be imperfect. Only a perfect person can create something perfect. Like Krishna is perfect. So whatever I create is perfect. So this Prabhupada is saying that there is no man-made planning that can make this world happy. In fact, Srila Prabhupada used to say that when the people speak about soul population, there is too much living entity in the world now. So we need to reduce them. Too much living entities. So Srila Prabhupada says there's no soul population. This is this mismanagement of the resources. That everything is in perfect order. Everything is here. The only thing that's missing is Krishna consciousness. The world is okay. Everything is here. Everything we need is here. But what is missing is Krishna consciousness. That's all. He did not say religion is missing. He said Krishna consciousness. Because we have also materialistic religion also. Kaitava Dharma is mentioned there in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Religion for cheaters and cheated. So, pure religion, bhakti, sadhana, dharma, that is missing. So people don't know, that's why they are making this plan, that plan, this plan, that plan. You know, try to adjust, try to decorate or to paint. You know, age, Kali means iron. With time, you know, iron becomes, rusted. So to show people that, yes, it's not rusted, it's still new, then they put something new, and they appear that, yes, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Under, it is rotten. Yeah. Only gold and the other atoms cannot rotten like Kali. So Kali is a very degraded age. So people are trying to, by their own imagination and own intelligence, try to make this world perfect according to their understanding. But it's not okay. Yeah. And in the other world, the rivers, seas, and forests, and hills, and mines, which are supplying agents for the necessities of men and animals, were fully discharging their respective duties. Yes. Therefore, the riches of the world surpass all the riches of other planets in the 3 planetary system of the universe. Yes. It is said that the other planets, Swargaloka, Tapaloka, Janloka, even Indraloka, in terms of wealth, you cannot compare them to these head planets. But because Krishna was present, this head planet was even richer than the other planets. Why? Because, Lakshmikanta was here. Who is Lakshmikanta? the husband of Lakshmiji. Yeah, the husband of Lakshmi was present. So, and this Lakshmikanta is the proprietor of everything. So whatever is present, or it's called Shri. Shri means wealth, fortune. Shri, Lakshmi. She's called Shri. Whatever she is, there is opulence, there is the goddess of fortune, there is fortune, there is Bhagya. So Krishna was present. So everything was normal. All the rivers, the seas were, distributing natural resources like diamonds, gold, jewels, naturally. Nowadays, we have to dig very, very deep, make a lot of effort to get one piece of gold. And that piece of gold will bring war to the whole world. Now, Ukraine and Russia now. Not only that, but everywhere there is war. Why? Because of small piece of gold. Small piece of gold. But before, it is said that when you go to the seaside, you can just pick some jewels and diamonds. Common, it was common. Because Krishna was present. And yeah. So, and one should therefore ask that the grace of the Lord always be present on the heart, so that we may be favored with His causeless mercy and be happy. In fact, in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, text 10, it was mentioned there that in the beginning of the creation, Krishna gave the power to the demigod in charge of this universe, material universe, to assist human beings and animals. So in that way, everyone was doing some jagya. So in that way, the whole world, the whole planet was very auspicious. Harmony, peace, wealth, everywhere. That's the beginning of creation. So, in fact, nowadays people are complaining about poverty, this, that, simply because what was established right in the beginning of creation is now being forgotten. Yes, Krishna is like a father. There is no father who can bring a child and not be conscious of taking care of that child. The child has to eat, the child has to dress, the child has to go to school. So many things, all these necessities of living, a real father is conscious of that. So, same. Krishna also, right in the beginning, he's conscious. So he supplied everything through the demigods. See, when you go out, there is everything, every day there is air to breathe. When you plant some seed, it will grow. There is sun every day. There is a moon every day. There is forest. There is sea. Everything is there, perfectly arranged by Krishna. But when we don't recognize and when we misuse, then there is trouble. When you say the Adidevic Klesha, this is the calamities from the demigods. Earthquake, how do you call it? Earthquake, flood, or cyclone. Yes, these things, it's because the demigods, they say, look, human beings, you're crazy. You are making your own plan. You forgot that everything is there in the beginning. You are making your own plan and destroying the arrangement of Krishna. Therefore, you have to suffer. Now there is the ecological disturbance all over the world. Sometimes rain, when it's not time for raining. Too much heat, too much cold. Everything is now completely in disorder. Why? Because Krishna is not there. So it's there, I say that one may ask, how can we obtain the Supreme Lord? Can we detain the Supreme Lord on this earth after his mission is fulfilled and he has left this earth of his own for his own abode? The answer is that there is no need to detain the Lord. The Lord, being omnipresent, can be with us if we want him at all. Yes, Prabhupada says, if you want him at all. Yeah, so Krishna came and it's time to go, he's left. So you're going to say, please, Krishna, please stay. No, he has to go to his abode. So here, Prabhupada is saying that no need for Krishna to be physically present. Avanachima Muda, this is what Krishna in Bhagavad Gita shows think that Krishna, when Krishna descends, is honorary person. No. So Krishna is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient. So he is omnipresent. Mean what? He is present everywhere. So for him, there is no question of going and staying. Just like the altar. So altar is there. Deities are all there. Shri Radha Gopinath Ji is always there. But when the arati is finished, time to put deity to rest, the altar is closed. Does not mean that Shri Radha Gopinath Ji has left. They are there, but only the curtain is closed at all. Same thing was sometimes with the sun. The sun is there. When it's going to rain, the clouds covers the sun. The foolish man may say, oh, the sun has disappeared. No, his brain has disappeared, not the sun. Not the sun. Sun is there, only covered, that's all. Same thing also, Krishna, there's no question of Krishna leaving and coming, no. So what is the potency if he can be absent? So he is omnipresent. So the devotees can feel his presence at any time, any circumstance, any place. There is three nice verses, if someone can check. The Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter 6, text 29 to 33, 31, yes. 29, 30, 31. Someone can read that. It shows how Krishna is present all the time. Krishna present everywhere. You see, he said that those who see me everywhere, I'm always present with them. Bhagavad Gita 3:3. Yes. 6. Okay, good. Thank you. 29. Yes. Okay. Bhagavad Gita as it is. He says, such a yogi who engages in the worship service of the Super Soul, knowing that I and the Super Soul are one, remains always in me in all circumstances. Text 29, verse 29. A true yogi observes me in all being and also sees every being in me. Indeed, The self-realized person sees me, the same Supreme Lord, everywhere. Everywhere. He's omnipresent. Text 30 says, for one who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me, I'm never lost, nor is never lost to me. And 31 says, such a yogi who engage in the worshipful service of the Lord of the Super Soul, knowing that I and the Super Soul are one, remains always in me, in all circumstances, not from time to time, in all circumstances. So Krishna's left for Goloka after his Leela, but is present because he is omniscient. So how do we practically and effectively feel his presence? It is mentioned here through the holy name. Yes, we sometimes, in the course of being too much enthusiastic in our devotional service, we have the tendency to forget the essence of Krishna consciousness. Well, there are too many things we are doing, okay? But what is the essence of Krishna consciousness? The essence. When you have a fruit like orange, what is most important in orange? You press the juice. When you press the juice and have the juice in the glass, then what left in the dustbin? You like the juice and drink it. So what is the essence of Krishna consciousness? We are doing many things, many things. So the essence is the mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. That is the essence of Krishna consciousness. In fact, Srila Prabhupada says, I don't know if you have the real figure, 90% of our success in Krishna consciousness rely on the mahamantra, chanting on the mahamantra. 90% of our progress relies on the chanting of the mahamantra. Mahamantra, we begin our devotion service with mahamantra. We sustain our devotion service with mahamantra, and we end our devotion service with mahamantra. Whoever think of me, only me at the time. Krishna doesn't say, those who think of me with my friend Arjuna, no. He doesn't say, who think of me with my consort Lakshmi, no. See, think of me alone will attain my nature. The next verse says, Yam Yam Api Swaranam Bhava. Then, at the time of death, whatever we remember, that will determine what we are going to become in our next life. So, what to do? So we are in school now. This life is to be trained to be Krishna conscious at all time, at all circumstances. And Srila Prabhupada commented in that verse that material energy is so strong and we are so much disturbed by illusion. So if you don't start right from the beginning of our life, there's no guarantee that at the time of death, we will remember Krishna. So we need to train ourselves, from beginning. From the beginning, we train ourselves at the age of 5. You see, when you read all the scriptures, all the great saints, Prahlad Maharaj, Narada Muni, Dhruva, even Srila Prabhupada himself, most of them, all of them, they started their spiritual life at the age of 5. At the age of 5. Because if you don't start and start growing at the age of 7, 8, 10, 15, 20, and above that, the mind has already got so much attachment. So now to tell the mind, think of Krishna, the mind will become rebel. Why? Why tell me at this age, think of Krishna? So many things to think of. Why Krishna only? Why? What's wrong with you? The mind will challenge. You see? So, but if you train our mind right from the beginning, then it is possible for the mind to be trained to be dompted, and you can easily think of Krishna at the time of death. But it was mentioned that we can be connected with him by transcendental sun representation of the Lord. The holy name of the Lord and the Lord himself are identical. And one who chants the holy name of the Lord in an offenseless manner can at once realize that the Lord is present before him. Yeah. So instead of saying, oh, Krishna has left to Goloka, by chanting the mahamantra, Krishna will be present. See, Srila Prabhupada is writing this one. So how do we understand? Is it because he was an old man, he doesn't know what to write, and he wrote it here? He says, the holy name of the Lord and the Lord himself are identical. And one who chants the holy name of the Lord in an offenseless manner can at once realize that the Lord is present before him. That's probably what is your name? Narasimha. So you are present right before me. Same thing also. Krishna will be present in front of us, each of us, if we chant in an offenseless manner. So many things this mentioned is in the Shastras, that one who turn around Tulsi even once can attain perfection. One who chant even once mahamantra can attain perfection. One who do Ekadashi once can attain perfection. Sometimes we do many years and we say, why? I've been doing this same thing all years and years and years and years and I don't feel anything. Yes. Because offensive chanting. And one point also is here is very important, that even the vibration of radio sound can practically realize the sound relativity. And by resounding the sound vibration, sound of transcendence, we can verily feel the presence of the Lord. In this age, when everything is polluted by contamination of Kali, it is instructed in the scriptures and preached by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that by chanting the holy name of the Lord, we can at once be free from contamination and gradually rise to the status of transcendence and go back to Godhead. You see, this world is polluted. I don't know, sometimes if we realize the situation. This age is called age of hypocrisy, quarrel, and illusion. So there is no negotiation. It is like that. Quarrel, hypocrisy, and illusion. So, and it was decided by Krishna himself. So nobody can change that. Just like in a country, the government can say, okay, today is public holiday. No school, no work, no nothing. This from government. So is in the Shastra, it says, Kali Yuga means age of quarrel, hypocrisy, and illusion. It's going to be like that. Nobody can change. The only thing is mentioned here, we can be immune from the effects of Kali. in a place where there is a disease. We all know that experience during the COVID time. Those who have vaccination, those who have vaccine, cannot get COVID. Yeah. So by chanting the mahamantra, it's kind of taking vaccine and also engage in devotion service by hearing, chanting, and remembering Krishna. We can become immune from the effect of Kali. Otherwise, these three things will be there: quarrel, hypocrisy, and religion. So, in families, man and wife, there is quarrel, there is hypocrisy, and then religion. A boss with employees, there is hypocrisy, there is quarrel all the time. In the society, everywhere, everywhere, there is quarrel, hypocrisy, and religion. And most dangerous one, even in churches, in mosques, in temples also. Why? I'm not saying temples, devotees are hypocrites. No, I'm not saying. But if there is not strong sadhana and strong bhakti yoga and strong chanting, pure chanting, the effect of Kali will enter. Even if it's a temple. What do you mean by temple? Temple means what? Temple means spiritual activities. So if the spiritual activities stopped, no temple. That's why the strategy of demons, these, Hiranyakashipu and Ravan, their strategy is to, destroy temples, kill Vishnu, and stop all worship. That way, that is strategy. Yeah. So, yes. See, when there is no worship of Vishnu, Jagapati, there is no strong sadhana, there is no strong chanting, pure chanting, then the effect of Kali will be there. The effect of Kali will be there. Oh, yeah, so we have to understand this thing. And also, very nice, last point, the offenseless chanter of the holy name of the Lord is as auspicious as the Lord himself. You see? So you are sitting with a devotee. You don't know. He says he's as good as the Lord himself. Those who chant offenseless. Let's Prabhuji. What is your name, please? Oh, yeah. So you are sitting with Ananda Tita, Narsinga Tita. Do you know the quality of chanting? You don't know. So you see, the offenseless chanter of the holy name of the Lord is as auspicious as the Lord himself. So you have to be careful. We never know. We never know who is chanting purely. We never know. So be careful. In fact, this one day, I think it was the Chitan Lila. I don't know. Once one had a dream that yes, the mahamantra from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was liberating everybody. So Yamaraj came to complain. I think just to complain that yes, this guy, this man, this his prayer, this mahamantra. I've become jobless now. My office is empty. I'm supposed to record with my secretary Chitragupta. I'm supposed to record those who are committing sins, and this is my duty, assigned to me. But the way I see things, no. Nobody will come again to hell. So I become jobless. Then say no. Don't worry. It's true. Those who are going to chant the mahamantra, you cannot touch them. But still, you still have some customers. No worry. those who are going to offend the devotees, that you can take them to your abode. Just like Jagai Madai, they were offending people every day. No reaction. But the day they offended devotees, then chakra came. Yeah. So we can feel the presence of Krishna. So it's like there is a free Wi-Fi. It's like deities. When the altar is open, it's a free Wi-Fi. There's no limitation. Everywhere you go, Wi-Fi will be there. But are we connected? Or are we in an area where there is a good network? Connection is always there. The problem is connectivity. The problem is a network. Most of the time, we are in some zones where there is no connection. No connection. So we have to change our zone. We have to be in a zone where there is connection every day. By doing what? When I came with this Prabhu, Neil Krishna Prabhu, he gave me the code, Wi-Fi code of the guest house. When I entered, and automatically all messages start coming. So do you have the code of Krishna's Wi-Fi? Yes, we have it. This is mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Then we see all the connection, all the messages for past lives, many lifetimes will come and say, wow. Then there is a connection through the mahamantra. So Krishna is present. For one who wants to see Krishna, Krishna will be always present. Hare Krishna. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Take over permanently. Any questions? Any comments? Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you, Maharaj, for the nice class. We are very privileged and honored to have you here. So this Krishna consciousness movement is the only solution in this age of Kali Yuga.
Yes.
So, for the Indian people, they know Krishna and somehow it's easy for them to get connected. But, you're preaching in France, so which is actually one of the most, advanced countries materially with maximum amount of sense gratification. So how is our Krishna consciousness movement viewed in France today?
Yeah, good question. Yes, apart from India, all other places are very difficult. Not impossible, but difficult. Because at least in India, people have this Hinduism as background religion. They are born in the houses, they found Tulsi, they found worship, they found deities. But in the other part of the world, when we say, Om Adhyanam Timanadasa Jhana Jana Salakaya, I'm born in the darkest region. That is that side. Born in the darkest region. And the Guru has opened my eyes. So, we are born in a place where right from the beginning, there is no Krishna consciousness. The system is made in such a way that everybody must forget God. It is a must. You must forget God. It is a must. Huh? The system, all the arrangement is made for one to forget Krishna, to forget God. Yeah. So, because the system there, Srila Prabhupada mentioned one thing in the 7 purposes of ISKCON. He says, one of the purposes of ISKCON is to expose the fault of materialism. But materialism is propagating. Just like Krishna consciousness is propagating, materialism also is propagating. So, why people do not like ISKCON? Because ISKCON is working against the interests of materialism. So people don't like. Places like France and other places, people are really antagonistic to spiritual life. Why? Because they have made an arrangement in such a way that they need to get the profit. So someone has invested too much money in the project, and you come and tell that person that project is not good. So what about the money I've invested? So much money. So people are invested in cow killing, they are invested in cigarettes and drinking, so many things. And we tell them for regulatory principles. Who are you to tell me that? For regulatory principles. These are the foundation of material life. And you are telling them it's not good. I mean, no life. See? So it is difficult, but not impossible. Difficult, but not impossible. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in Adilila, Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila, 941, I think, Bharata Bhumite. So those who are born in the land of Bharata Bhumi, they have a duty to perfect their life and benefit others. It's a big responsibility. Those who are born in India, all of you, you're born in India, you have a big responsibility. Also, we can say those who have joined ISKCON also have that responsibility, to perfect our life and to benefit others. Yeah. See, some places like Africa and even Europe, the foundation of that life is animal killing as religion. See, your principle of worship is to sacrifice animals to that so-called God. Animal sacrifice. Now, so you cannot tell that person that he should become vegetarian. How is it possible? You must kill animal every day, to sacrifice the blood to that God. So it is difficult, but not impossible. Yeah. That's why from time to time we come to India to recharge our batteries. Our battery, when we have low bat, then we come to India, Chowpatty, Mayapur, Vrindavan, to recharge our battery and go back. Because there are a lot of troubles there. Yeah. Not impossible, but it's difficult. It is a fact. But also in India also, it can be also difficult because one thing I see in India also is that people generally think, I'm Hindu. When devotee approach them on Sankirtan, they will say, I'm Hindu. I know Bhagavad Gita. I know Bhagavatam. I know this, I know that. I know all the prayers we are doing in ISKCON. I know everything. It will show you even the Brahman trade. I'm a Brahman family. See, so on it. But he's not practicing anything. Sometimes even they smoke. They do all kind of abomination that they call themselves Hindu. So sometimes also it's difficult, no? I think it's difficult sometimes, no? Preaching to them. Yes. They say, oh, I know. Hare Krishna, I know Bhagavad Gita. I have Bhagavad Gita in my home. You don't read Bhagavad Gita. You say, Bhagavad Gita is there in my home. as decoration. Yeah, so it's difficult everywhere. Yeah. Is that okay with you? Thank you. Any other comments? Any questions? In the absence of question, we can close this class. Gantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Say go, Pramanandi.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Maharaj. We'd like to express our gratitude to Maharaj for coming and sharing his wisdom and knowledge. Thank you very much, Maharaj. In our traditional style, by loudly chanting 3 times, Hri Bol, Hri Bol, Hri Bol.